POC Network here with another unboxing, this time coming from a different company. This company is Mota. See, right off the bat I messed it up. M-O-T-A, Mota. This is a mini drone. This is a mini micro little drone that charges in its own little controller and offers a bunch of neat features. But this is, it's called JetJat Ultra, G-E-T-G-A-T Ultra. And the box here, unfortunately, was a little bit mutilated by delivery. It looks like UPS had a little fun with this guy. So hopefully he works, because we haven't actually tested this out yet. But that's not a concern for this moment. I mean, it is a concern for this moment, but the only thing we are going to focus on is what's inside. So let's start with that. You have a little pop-up right here. Kind of talks about the integrated controller and everything. You got the drone inside. It says package contents, multiple different languages. Looks like French and English. We got drone controller, 4 blades, USB charging cable, and a manual. So right off the bat, you know what's inside. Specifications, you get the little drone size, drone weight, flight time is 4 to 6 minutes, so you can't expect too much. I mean, it's a tiny little drone. And charging time is about 25 to 30 minutes to charge it up and take it back out and have a little fun with it again. Wi-Fi distance is about 65 to 130 feet. It's not too bad for something this small. 130 feet is pretty good. So, yeah, you can see what it looks like. Watch what drone sees. VR capable. VR headset sold separately, so that's kind of cool. All right, let's see what else we got. We got 4-channel system, 3D tumbling, super responsive recording capability, photo video capture, live streaming, smartphone controlled. Throw to fly. That's always fun, you know. And if you can just throw the drone and there it goes, it starts to fly. Auto hover, which is great. One-touch takeoff and landing. So a lot like today's bigger drones, like DJIs and everything. It's a lot like that. It's packed into a tiny little bit of space that fits in the palm of your hand, and it does video. It does photos and video. It can auto hover. I mean, it's got some pretty cool specs to it. So let's open it up. Let's see what's on the inside, because the sooner we open this up and talk about it now, the sooner the team gets to test it out and let you know on the website what they think. So we'll put the mutilated box right there. And we'll focus on documentation first. We have a big hug. Looks like a little card. It's not folded yet, so, or maybe it's not meant to. Yeah, it looks like it's meant to be folded. It's like one of those little, whatever you call those, something cards that people put on tables. But a big hug, thank you, sending warm fuzzies your way. Scan me, fill out this information, name, email, serial number, so you can register your product. It says here are 947 reasons why you should register your product. They just put a bunch of words together. Feel good, do good things, be one step ahead, be supportive, feel alive, jump for joy. They just want you to register the product so they can talk to you, and you can talk to them, and you can let them know if you like it or not, which is always big. So Know Before You Fly is an educational campaign that provides drone users with the information and guidance they need to fly safely and responsibly. Visit knowbeforeyoufly.org and faa.gov/UAS, or follow Fly Responsibly and FAA News on Twitter for more information. Those 2 items were hashtags, by the way. Actually, no, they're not hashtags. I'm sorry. They're at such and such on Twitter. My apologies. No hashtags there. Failure. Clock out. I'm done. And you got sponsorships, AMA, but blah, 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 blah. Know your surroundings. Fly below 400 feet, yada, yada. This doesn't go that high anyways. So you have to be in line of sight and everything. You know, there's government restrictions now in order to be able to fly a drone. And apparently, even this one, I would assume that this one is outside of the restrictions based on its weight and size. But I could be wrong. Again, go to the website, pocinc.net/blog. We have spoken about this. We've discussed this quite a few times in the past, actually. So you can go in there and check out what we've stated in the latest requirements that the government has put into place for drone users. So that way you know you're not breaking any rules and you're educated and brought up to speed. So the next piece of documents, you have documentation is a Quickstart guide. It's a little fold out. And it's kind of runs you through a multi-step, looks like a 15-step little thing here. It's all in English. And just talks about package contents, charge your drone, insert batteries, download app, flying speed, how to flip it, and all that wonderful stuff. Okay, JetJat Ultra. Owner's manual. Nobody reads that, right? Actually, no. I highly recommend that you read every page in this that's in English, at least. If you speak other languages, that's great, but let's see, it's not in other languages, so there you go. That solves it for you. There's a lot of information in here. I do suggest reading it because flying drones aren't as easy as they seem. You might have seen somebody else running around with their drone having fun going, oh my gosh, this is the craziest, most simplest thing I've ever done. Yeah, don't believe them. I mean, it is really simple, but you got to know what you're doing. And technically, if you can, what I like to tell people, if you can fly, in fact, I think we spoke about this online in one of our stories, if you can fly a Banshee or drive a Warthog in Halo in a high-stress situation without crashing it once, and you're just all over the place, you are good. You know, somebody else, if you're playing co-op and they look at you and go, my gosh, dude, I'm playing with you from now on, then you can fly a drone. Because it's about the same coordination skills. So I'll take out these little parts and pieces here. In this small little packaging, you have, we'll go ahead and pop it out, some plastic parts. You have some shielding that goes around it to help protect the blades, you know, in case they bump into something. It's real flimsy plastic, so you're not going to get too much out of it, but every little bit helps. You have a little USB cable. This is a proprietary connection, probably because the drone is so small. It's this tiny little two-contact connection that plugs it into, well, I would assume the remote, but I guess not. I guess the drone, or the little drone charges separately. So we'll put that right there. You have 4 little propellers. It's starting to sound a lot like the instructions said on the front of the box. And then you have this little guy, which has something to do with this. Here we go. Because the controller goes this way, and this will plug in just like this, and then you'd put your iPhone right there, so that way you can actually see what's going on as you're flying it around. Now this one actually is a lot more, this is way simple compared to DJI and some of the other brands. You have 2 little triggers up here. Each one has 2 options, forward, back, and then you have a 360-degree axis thumbstick on both sides. Everything's plastic, rubberized grip around the controller itself, but actually the buttons are rubberized too, and the joysticks are just plastic, it looks like. So there's a little thing that pops open right here and contains the little drone. Pops up right from there. So yeah, it does not charge directly in the controller. The controller itself has a little on and off switch here to turn on the controller. But this is the drone. The charging port for the drone is right here. There's an on-off here as well, and a small little connection right here to charge the drone with. So there you have it. This is the drone. So you got 4 propellers that are already on there. You have 4 propellers right here for replacements in case you break those propellers, which is important because you don't want to break them and find yourself out of propellers and trying to ask, well, where do I get the propellers? And you can probably reach out to Mota, that's M-O-T-A, for replacement parts as well, because every drone company does. I highly doubt they're going to tell you, oh, yeah, we don't have replacements, you're just going to have to buy a whole new drone. No, that's not good business. So go to their website if you feel like you need extra parts, or they probably sell them on Amazon or eBay as well, or other stores. I don't know if this is available in Best Buy, but we'll have that information, any kind of brick and mortar place in the review as well. So this thing really is small. Just look at that. It fits right in the palm of my hand. Really, really small. So I'm kind of excited to see the team playing with this, since it can do 360-degree flips and go pretty far. Your camera's right here in the front, this tiny little camera, smaller than what you would find on the cell phone. This is more of a pinhole type camera designed to it, like a spy cam of sorts. And literally, I mean, if you were flying this around, it probably pretty much is a spy cam. Someone will think it's just one of those black desert beetles or whatever you call them with the little shiny shells to them. So there you go. That's the JetJat, JetJat Ultra. I swear I have a speech impediment. JetJat, kind of like jib jab. So check it out on our website, pocinc.net/blog or pocnetwork.net/blog, and see what we have to say about it, because we're going to brag about it coming up real shortly. Give our team some time to work on it. It might be a little bit more than a couple days. Since it is a drone, we want to play with it. We want to make sure it has multiple uses. We want to test it out in terms of conditions of such as wind and everything else, because I'm assuming this doesn't like much wind at all. Indoors, outdoors, safety, you know, what if somebody gets hit with it or the blade's going to cut them, anything like that, you know, yada, yada, yada. We'll probably cover that as well. So, JetJat Ultra. Mota is the company, M-O-T-A. They're nice enough to send this out to us, and we might be nice enough to pass it on to you if you make sure to follow up with everything and check out a review and everything else. We might mention a little something. So, follow us on Twitter as well, and Facebook, and everywhere else that you find PLC Network, and that'll also strengthen your chances of getting cool stuff like this as well. So, thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. If you want to stay on top of all the latest and greatest, and or at least the gadgets we cover, remember to subscribe right here. Subscription button. Click it. You're going to want to. There's lots of videos, interviews, previews, all sorts of stuff. Button. Click it.